We often hear the quote, as we grow up in life, it's better to give than it is receive. But how often do we actually live by that when there's someone who's actually receiving might not get anything back? And this is what the Blind Side movie is actually about. Leah Ann sees a man at a washer place struggling, living on the side of the washer place. And Leah Ann takes in this wonderful man, Michael Oher, and changes his life completely. You know, what I like about the word the blind side is blind side in football. As a quarterback means you can't see this side of the view. And as someone who gets quarterback, they get hit a lot. And, you know, the football player for quarterback gets hit from the side. And Michael Oher is how Michael Oher's life changed. He got taken in by this woman. He didn't even expect anything from her. First night, she takes him in. He gets a roof over his head, a bed, pillow, sheets, a bath, shower, anything you can want to live. And Leah Ann registers Michael Oher for school. And, you know, he doesn't do good for the first few months, takes tests, and he's just not getting passing grades. So Leah Ann decides to get a tutor for Michael Oher. You know, after a few weeks, Michael Oher is now getting passing grades, and his parents decide to sign him up for football. Now, keep in mind, Michael Oher is a big, heavy-set guy, but you would never expect anything for him to hurt you, and that's how Michael Oher is. He's a nice, heavy-set guy, and when he first joined football, he didn't know much. You know, he didn't know how to, you know, tackle people or anything, because that's not who he truly was to hurt people. So after a few weeks of training of football and still getting good grades on his test, he made the varsity football team. And throughout that, next thing you know, the last day of high school football varsity, he's getting all these offers: Penn State, FSU, UCLA, everything, and he decides to go to Ole Miss. And that's where the whole family talks about Michael Oher to go to Ole Miss, and that's where he ends up going. And Michael Oher has 2 organizations now to help kids get off the street and help them get their life and not struggle from the streets. And Leah Ann today also helps people get from off the side of the streets and rebuild their life, because a lot of people like Michael Oher want to help people get off the side of the streets and have a good life. Just how Michael Oher is a great guy. He played for 2 national football team leagues. He does have 2 organizations that you can donate to now and help kids get off the side of the street and not live a life how Michael Oher did, because Michael Oher is the most sweetheartest guy, and I love The Blind Side. It changed my perspective on everything. First time I just liked the football part, but as I watch it more and more, I understand the meaning of The Blind Side and what it really meant.